quick video right quick, man. Just watched the AFC Championship. Bengals just beat the Kansas City Chiefs at home in Arrowhead Stadium with a walk-off field goal in overtime to go to the Super Bowl. Man, that game was crazy. I gotta take my hat off to the Bengals. And what I'm gonna say, the whole Bengals came to play. The whole Bengals team came to play. That defensive line to the linebackers to the secondary, Von Bell, Eli Apple, all them boys came to play, man. Trey Hendrickson. He just his first year there from the Saints. This dude been balling. I don't know if people really know about this dude. Drafted out of Florida Atlantic. Sean Payton drafted him. He ended up having, 13, 14 sacks his last year with the Saints. And that's coming off the bench. He balled out for them, kept pressuring Mahomes, kept Mahomes on the run. And Mahomes, he got shut down that second half, man. 2 interceptions. He got sacked 4 times total, probably once in the first half. But he had a lot of pressure on him in that second half. Like I said, 3 early touchdowns. 1 to Kelsey, 1 to Tyreek Hill. I forgot who the other one for. It might have been to Mecole Hardman. But Joe Mixon ran the ball. Joe Mixon got loose. I know total, I'm going to say total, he had over 100 yards when it come down to the rushing yards and it come down to the receiving yards. Jamar Chase, whenever he had an opportunity, he took advantage of it. They really was blanketing him. Remember what he did to him a few weeks ago. 200 and something yards went off on him. That game right there, the Bengals ended up winning that game by three points as well. The offensive line, I got to get the offensive line credit of the Bengals, man, because what we were seeing early on from them guys, like I said, recently Joe Burrow got sacked 9 times, man. 9 times. To get sacked 9 times and to walk away from that and still get a win. He only got sacked once. He got sacked 1 time this game. And he escaped. He showed some escapability. He was doing that at LSU though. Man, Joe Burrow remind me with his decision making and his poise, he really remind me of Tom Brady. I'm not saying he a Tom Brady. I'm not saying he finna win all these Super Bowls and nothing like that. But this dude remind me of Tom Brady, the way that he move in the pocket. He's not the most mobile guy. Matter of fact, he had a torn ACL last year. This basically his first full season. Last year he got hurt after so many games. He only had won 2 or 3 games last year. Going 10-7 this year, so he done won 12 games total. In his first 2 years, but that ACL something serious. He bounced back from that, and now he got the Bengals in the AFC Championship. Won a Super Bowl. Won a college championship in 2019. Got hurt in 2020. In 2021, this dude in the Super Bowl. A first-round pick, a Heisman Trophy, undefeated season, one of the best seasons you ever seen in college football history. 60 touchdowns, over 5,000 yards, 5 rushing touchdowns. Bruh, you just gotta give Joe Burrow his credit. No matter what you feel about him, you gotta give dude his credit, bruh. He a baller. Joe Mixon, if he keep running the ball like he doing, making plays like he doing out the backfield, catching the ball, running the ball, man, ain't no telling what they can do. Ain't no telling what the future of this team is. With T. Higgins, I didn't even see Tyler Boyd out there. With T. Higgins, Jamar Chase, man, that's a heck of an offense, and the defense then grew over the. You can see the maturity of that defense throughout the playoffs. And now these dudes going to the Super Bowl. But, man, back to the Chiefs. Mahomes, man, he was doing too much twisting and turning out there in the back. He one of the best quarterbacks when it comes to making plays off script and going outside the pocket. That's no doubt. That's without a doubt. But, man, this dude was under pressure and he was running in the backfield, scrambling. I feel like he was doing too much, doing things that he didn't have to do. And that made it easier. That made it easier on the defense to get to him. You know what I'm saying? Knowing what he gonna do. He kept doing the same thing, running in the backfield, scrambling. I don't know how many times he did that. But like I said, Mahomes is one of the best at doing that. But the Chiefs, the Bengals just wasn't having that today. They was putting the pressure on him and making him getting rid of that ball. early as possible, or getting him out that pocket, flushing him out that pocket early as possible. The run game, Jerick McKinnon was a bright spot for them. These last couple of games coming back for the playoffs. That dude, Jerick McKinnon, has been a difference maker back there. He's showing some explosiveness that Clyde Edwards-Helaire and Darrell Williams hadn't showed, and he been injury prone. He's been a good back even since high school. Matter of fact, he's from this area, the Atlanta area. High school not far away from where I live at right now. That dude, he had higher expectations, but he was plagued by injury. He never had 1,000-yard seasons or nothing close to it, but when he was out down the field, he didn't play for the 49ers. He started out with the Minnesota Vikings, and he was balling the entire time, every time he was on the field, but injuries just got the best of him. But he was the brightest spot down near when it come to rushing out of the backfield. Clyde Edwards-Helaire had a few good rushes throughout the night, but it wasn't enough, man. It wasn't near about enough. I don't know how many yards Patrick Mahomes ended up with in that second half, but I know 5 minutes into the fourth quarter, 5 minutes left in the fourth quarter, he only had about, 30-something passing yards in that second half. So they had their opportunities. They had a chance to score, but ended up getting a field goal. Patrick Mahomes got sacked and he fumbled on that last drive before the game, before halftime started. The last drive where they kicked the field goal to go to overtime. They almost got knocked out of field goal position because Mahomes was back there scrambling and got the ball knocked out of his hand. But the Kansas City Chiefs ended up recovering that. But, man, Chiefs defense, they've been a problem all year. You up 21-3 in the AFC Championship, an 18-point lead, and you lose that. I keep looking down right now because it's hard for me to even fathom the Bengals going to the Super Bowl right now, man. For real. But this season, all season long, we done seen anything can happen. Anything can happen. But NFC Championship up next, man. We'll see what happens.